Hello and welcome, my name is Kyle for the win and welcome to another Call of Duty Modern Warfare video. In this video, this is my first episode of my best class series here within the game. I've done this for World War II as well as Black Ops 4, and I have finally gotten a gun to the max level here within the game, so I think I have a very good class setup. The gun that I'm going to be covering today in this video is the AUG submachine gun. It's my favorite gun in the game at the moment. It's the gun I have the most kills with, so I have a really good class here that you can use from pretty much any range except for severely long range. You can use it from small, medium, and decently long range, but you definitely can't cross map people because it is an SMG, but it's still a very good gun overall. And with this video, I'm going to go into a lot of depth of the attachments, of course, because that is how there's a lot of depth on the attachments here within the game, and then we'll go into the perks, the lethal, and the tactical equipment. So I'll put the full class on the screen right now for you guys to check out. As you can see, I have the AUG as my primary weapon, the 357 as my secondary, and then I have the perks right here, and the lethal and the tactical. So let's go ahead and actually jump into the attachments for the gun. So starting off here with my first attachment, I've gone for the monolithic suppressor, and what this suppressor does is it puts sound suppression on the weapon as well as increases its damage range. The cons to that is that its aim down sight speed and its aim walk steadiness is both decreased, but the damage range is both increased, and so that's a very good trade-off in my opinion. When it comes to an SMG, especially here in the game, you definitely want to have the ability to kill enemies from a very far distance because of the size of the maps and how the maps work. So that is a very important part of the gun in my personal opinion. So the cons are a little bit negative, but we'll get there in a minute, and I'll show you how I countered this cons for this. The next attachment I've gone for is the 407mm extended barrel, and as you can see, it has increased damage range, increased bullet velocity, increased recoil control, and it decreases the aim down sight speed. So you have a double negative on the aim down sight speed, which might be bad, but it's honestly not that bad because it is an SMG, and again, I'll get to an attachment later that kind of negates one of those negatives. But let's talk about the pros for this barrel really quick. It increases the damage range, so that means we have double the amount of range on this gun that we used to have in the way of the plus category. I don't know if it's actually double the range, but it's still an increase in range by quite a bit. Bullet velocity, which means basically I'm putting rapid fire on this gun a little bit, so it kills faster, and it has decreased recoil. So combining the monolithic suppressor with the extended barrel make the gun be able to kill from a long range and get faster kills, so it's really a good attachment. Next, for my next attachment, I've gone for the Forge Tac Close Quarters Combat stock, and this is a stock that increases the aim down sight speed, so we kind of have erase one of the negatives to the aim down sight speed, so it kind of goes up a little bit. And again, you can play with whatever stock you want, but these are pretty low level attachments for the gun in my personal opinion. You get them at very low levels, so this is a class oriented towards a player that might not be using this gun a ton, but it's still a very good class setup nonetheless. So the aim down sight speed is increased and the aiming stability is decreased, which is not a big deal because you have an SMG, so that will only show if you're trying to kill enemies from superior range. So that's very effective as well. So my next attachment, my second to last attachment, is the mercenary foregrip, and this increases the recoil control as well as increases the hipfire accuracy, but again, we have another negative to the aim down sight speed. So basically the aim down sight speed on this gun is pretty much the same as it would be if you didn't have this equipped, so a little bit unfortunate, but again, all of these attachments are really good in the pro category, so it's not a giant effect on the gun in my personal opinion as well. So the recoil control is really nice, so now we have double the amount of recoil control, and hipfire accuracy is always effective when you're using an SMG because of the fact that enemies can come around corners really quickly, and if you have an SMG, you can easily take them out by hip firing because of the fact that you have an SMG, so that's really good as well. And aim walking movement speed and aim down sight speed being both decreased is kind of a big negative, but if you want to play with other foregrips you can, but this is the first foregrip you get, so obviously it's not going to be the greatest. You could also use the Ranger foregrip, but that's pretty much the same. It pretty much has the same negatives as well. So now let's go ahead and jump into the final attachment on the AUG, which is the 5.56 NATO 30-round magazine. And the reason I have this equipped is because it increases the damage and it increases the range. So we have 3 times the range and we have double the damage with the bullet velocity on the barrel. So it's a very, very good ammo to have. The reason I don't have the 60-round drum is because it has so many negatives. Aim recoil control, aim down sight speed, movement speed, and it just felt like a sluggish gun. So with the 30-round magazine, you basically negate almost all of the negatives. The only con to this is aiming recoil control. And again, you're not going to want to be killing people from superior range with this gun. As I said, maybe long range is okay, but even then you probably won't want to challenge that. Medium to short range is where this gun will thrive, and those are all the attachments. So now that we have covered all the attachments, let's go ahead and jump into my secondary really quick. I just have the 357 revolver here. I do have the XRK weapon packs, so, you know, honestly, it has all these attachments on it. The Silver-Fed Ordnance 357, the 5 MW laser, the G Mini Reflex, the lightweight trigger, and fully loaded. So I mean, honestly, the secondary is up to you. You can use a launcher if you want. You can use any other pistol you want. So the secondary is really up to you. And for my perks, I've gone for EOD, which is take reduced damage from non-kill streak explosives and fire, hack enemy claymores, proximity mines, C4, and trophy systems. This is an amazing perk. I always hear people complaining about getting killed by claymores and getting killed by explosives and stuff like that. Run EOD. Flak Jacket EOD is probably the most underrated perk in every Call of Duty I've ever seen. Black Ops 4, I use it all the time. I probably erased hundreds and hundreds of deaths because I had EOD equipped. So I can't recommend having EOD enough because of the fact that it protects you from explosives, which means you won't instantly die by claymores unless you're already weak. So very, very good perk here. Although the only negative to EOD that I've come across is that you aren't immune to car bombs, or what I like to say is when someone throws a C4 at a car and it blows up, you will die with or without EOD, which is a little bit annoying, but there's nothing we can really do about that. But EOD is very effective in not dying by claymores. This is a very rush-oriented class, which sounds really dumb because rushing is apparently erased in this game for some reason, but I try my best to. Next, I have for my second perk, I have gone for Hardline, which is your kill streak costs 1 less kill. There's a ton of really good perk 2s like Ghost and Kill Chain, but I really like Hardline in this game. I love being able to get my streaks quicker, and it's just 1 less kill, which in this game is a big deal in my personal opinion. I mean, the highest kill streak I've gone on is a 15 kill streak, and that would have gotten me a Juggernaut, yes, but with Hardline, I would have only had to go on a 14. So Hardline is a great second perk, and I can't recommend that perk enough. For my third perk, I've gone for Shrapnel. I was kind of playing with Battle Hardened because obviously I wanted this to be a rushing class, but Shrapnel is really good. Basically, it's spawned with an extra piece of lethal equipment, and explosive damage delays enemy health regeneration. So it is a great perk. I have you can throw your explosives and the enemy will be weak, so they're easy to kill, and you get doubles, so that's really a good perk, and it's very good for in that tier 3 slot in my personal opinion, especially with a rush heavy class. For my lethal, I've gone for the C4s. These are amazingly good in this game. Like, they are super good, and I really recommend you give them a try if you haven't yet. They take a little bit of skill to use, but they're super effective. You can airburst them just like in Black Ops 2, and now you get 2 of them, which is even better. I mean, you can get a lot of kills with C4 in this game. C4 is a great lethal, and I really enjoy running around with it and using it. In my opinion, it's better than a grenade because you can just throw it in a room, you can throw it on an objective, and it will 9 times out of 10 kill that enemy unless they have EOD on. So C4 is a great lethal, and I highly recommend you guys give it a go. For my tactical, I've gone for the flash grenade. Flash grenades are probably the best tactical equipment in this game. I played with stims a little bit, which is military stimulant that cauterizes combat wounds and refreshes tactical sprint. So basically it heals you faster, but honestly the stun grenades, or the flash grenades, sorry, are just the best in my personal opinion. They just are really good. They can blind the enemy, and if you're rushing and you kind of get in a sticky situation, you can throw your flashbang, you can throw it into a window, you can throw it into a door, flash that enemy and get a nice kill on them, especially because this is a very rush oriented class. So there we go, guys. That is my full class on the AUG assault rifle, or the AUG SMG. Still confusing from the Black Ops series, but the AUG is a great gun. I highly recommend you guys give it a go. Quit using the M4, give an SMG a try, and hopefully this was a helpful class. Hopefully it works well for you. Yes, it's a rushing class, and a lot of people don't like to rush in this game, but give it a go. See how it works for you, because I've done really well with this class. I think I've had one or multiple of my best games using this gun. So again, I highly recommend you guys give it a go. I got it gold, so that means I obviously like the gun a lot. But let me know again how you do with this class below. Make sure to check out all my other recent videos. Thank you guys again so much for the support on the channel. I know I sound like a broken record here, but I really appreciate it. And if you guys have missed any of my other map guides as well, make sure you check those out, and let me know what gun you want me to cover next here in the game, and I will definitely get that worked on for you guys. I won't be doing every gun in this game like I did with Black Ops 4 because of the fact that each gun takes a lot of ranking up to do, and before I do any class setup videos on any gun, I want to make sure I get it to the max ranks. So as of right now, the next gun will be the FAMAS, but if you guys want any other gun, just let me know down below in the comment section. I will get working on that gun right away. But anyway guys, leave a like if you guys enjoyed, subscribe if you are new, and I will see you guys all in another Call of Duty Modern Warfare video very soon.